welcome back to Swapna's Math Book. We can continue Chapter 5, Data Handling, Part 6. Previous class we discussed about textbook exercise 5.2. Today's topic is probability. If you toss a coin, what is the chance you will get a head? If you roll a dice, what is the chance you will get a 3? In these events, we are not sure about the results. There is some uncertainty, randomness. For this, we use the concept of probability. Probability is a measure of uncertainty. It is an important branch of maths. Next one, random experiment. When you toss a coin, can you control the result of the toss? Can you get a head if you won one? Can you get a tail if you won that? No, it's not possible. Such an experiment is called random experiment. That is, a random experiment is one whose outcomes cannot be predicted in advance. There are certain experiments whose outcomes have an equal chance of occurring. The results coming out are called outcomes. That is, when a coin is tossed, the outcomes are head or tail. Hope it is clear. Next one, event. Collection of one or more outcomes of a random experiment make an event. For example, while rolling a dice, collection of even numbers. From the numbers 1 to 6, even numbers are 2, 4 and 6. So collection of even numbers 2, 4, 6. 3. Only 3 possible outcomes. Then collection of perfect squares. From the numbers 1 to 6, only 2 perfect squares are there. 1 square is 1 and 2 square is 4. So collection of one or more outcomes of a random experiment make an event. Next one, probability of an event. Yes, we have an equation, number of outcomes that make an event divided by total number of outcomes. When the outcomes are equally likely. What is the meaning of equally likely? Equally likely events are events that have the same theoretical probability of occurring. For example, getting a head on the toss of a coin and getting a tail on the toss of a coin are equally likely events, since the probabilities of each event are equal. So another example, the number of probability of prime numbers if a dice is rolled. Total outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 outcomes. Then prime numbers. From this, we can find the prime numbers. You have learned already what is a prime number. Numbers that have only 2 factors, that is 1 and themselves. So here 2, 3, 5 are prime numbers. These numbers are only 2 factors, 1 and that number itself. Okay, so 3 possible outcomes. So how we can find the probability? Number of outcomes that make an event divided by total number of outcomes. 3 divided by 6. 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2. Now we can do exercise 5.3. First question. List the outcomes you can see in this experiment. Spinning wheel. Spinning a wheel, A, B, C, D. Again A. What are the outcomes? A, B, C and D. Only 4 outcomes. Then tossing 2 coins together. Outcomes are HT, HH, TH, TT. Here HT means head on the first coin and tail on the second coin, and so on. See here, first coin HT, second HT. Then head on the first coin and head on the second coin. Head on the first coin, tail on the second coin. Tail on the first coin, head on the second coin, then tail on the first coin and tail on the second coin also. Hope it is clear. Second question. When a dice is thrown, list the outcomes of an event of getting and find the probability of the events. A prime number, B not a prime number, a number greater than 5, a number not greater than 5. A prime number, we discussed already. From the numbers 1 to 6, 2, 3 and 5 are the prime numbers. Only 3 possible outcomes. Total number of outcomes 6. Probability of getting a prime number, PE, is equal to number of outcomes that make an event divided by total number of outcomes. That is 3 divided by 6. 3 possible outcomes divided by total number of outcomes 6. It is 1 by 2. Second one, not a prime number. It is from the numbers 1 to 6, 2, 3, 5 are prime numbers. So obviously rest all numbers are not a prime number. That is 1, 4 and 6. Again 3 possible outcomes. Probability of not getting a prime number, that is 3 divided by total number of outcomes 6. 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2. A number greater than 5. Number greater than 5, 6 only. That is only one possible outcome. Now probability of getting a number greater than 5 is number of outcomes that make an event divided by total number of outcomes. 1 divided by total number of outcomes 6. So the answer 1 by 6. Next, a number not greater than 5. Not greater than 5 means we can exclude 6. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 possible outcomes. Probability of getting a number not greater than 5 is equal to 5 divided by total number of outcomes 6. So the answer is 5 by 6. Hope it is clear. We can continue in the next class. Thank you.